Welcome to Carnage! Anyway, I am Rue399 and today I'm going to be giving you a bit of a gameplay tutorial. We're going to be playing Drop Zone on Interchange. Now I know a game that I uploaded the other day was played on Interchange, but I thought, well, this was my first experience to Carnage, or Drop Zone, or whatever you want to call it, Quad Zone, or anything like that. And it was absolutely chaotic. I did not know what to expect when I came into this, so I picked up the assault rifle. And probably not the best weapon of choice in any circumstance when it comes to Drop Zone. So I'm going to give you guys my advice on what kind of classes you want to be setting up, how you want to be going about doing it, and how you can actually play this game mode on your own efficiently as well. Because I play normally on my own, sometimes I've got a couple of people with me, but generally speaking, I'm on my own when I come into these games, and you know, sometimes I win, sometimes I lose, but more often than not I come positive. I don't ever go negative. Really, not very much indeed. Anyway, so what kind of class would you want to start with? I guess that's the most relevant thing. Don't use an assault rifle, don't use a shotgun, don't use a sniper rifle, don't use an LMG. Just go ahead, pick up the submachine gun, and what submachine gun you use is up to you. It really is, because all the submachine guns have their benefits. I prefer, if I'm going to use a submachine gun, to use the P90, simply because it has a fairly large clip, and if you put rapid fire on it or something like that, or an attachment of some kind, generally it's going to get you a lot of kills. And it's kind of, I think the P90 is one of the better submachine guns on the list, but if you feel free, if you feel better using the PP90, go ahead, do that. I wouldn't suggest using a silencer. There's no point. I know I normally advocate using a silencer, but for this game mode, I mean, look how chaotic it is. You know, you saw in the middle of the map a moment ago, where nobody really goes in any kind of TDM or any kind of other game mode. Nobody ever goes in the middle of the map. What are they doing now? Everybody's just charging towards it. No point using a silencer, because you're gonna get spotted, especially if you're gonna be playing the objective, because you're basically running into action. You're running into chaos. If you're the kind of guy who isn't gonna play the objective and just run around the outside of the map, then go ahead, use a silencer. But this is objective playing as well, so go ahead, use a submachine gun, preferably extended magazines, because you will unload an awful lot in this game type. I seem to find myself going into any kind of situation, hip firing, not really knowing what's going on, because you can't know what's going on in this game, really. But in the way of perks, though, sometimes I'd suggest extreme conditioning, but for the most part, you want to be using sleight of hand. Definitely hardline, not hardline, sorry, my apologies, not hardline, blast shield, that's the one I was on about. Blast shield will help you an awful lot, because I don't know if you saw my last commentary on you know, this kind of game type, but people use explosives so much in this game type. It's unreal. Not so much in this game mode, I don't think, or in this match that I'm playing right now, but for the most part, people are going to go absolutely mental with it, with explosives and that, javelins and stuff. So you want to be using blast shield, because semtexes and all that will come close. So will you know, flash grenades like that. If you're using blast shield, it won't do too much towards like heavy explosives like javelins and things, but it will help you out a fair bit in those sticky situations. Anyway, so what else have we got going on here for the third thing? Oh, I've actually forgotten. Actually, yeah, you want to use sit rep. Now, why do you want to use sit rep? Well, here's the main point. Not only are you going to be able to see claymores or anything like that if you're running around a corner, which is highly unlikely, by the way. It's not really likely that you're going to run into claymores, but the main point of this is when you're actually on the drop zone. I don't know if you know, but care packages are dropped every, I think it's 15 seconds. Every 15 seconds, a care package is dropped for the occupying team. So for in this instance, that's probably going to be us, or it's just changed. So no care packages are joining, but once we jump on this flag, a care package will be dropped for us every 15 seconds, and that will include that dummy one, that one which everybody seems to fall for. I don't know why. The game's been out a month now. We know that if you see an Osprey gunner and nobody's picked it up, it's probably going to kill you. People will go for that, and they will drop. They do drop from the sky, and what sitrep will do, I think it may be sitrep pro, but sitrep anyway, no, it can't be sitrep pro, that's the hardest thing to get. Sitrep will show those They will. If an enemy's got it, if they've got one dropped, it will show you. Because sometimes I know I've run into a situation which could be 2 or 3 minutes, you know, apart, and people leave care packages all over the place because they die as soon as they're dropped. I mean, I don't think anybody actually picks this up here for a little bit because we're all dying. Anyway, right, so if it's dropped, sitrep will, you know, flash it red. It will actually flash red. The care package will flash red if it's going to kill you. Bearing in mind that, you know, that will keep you alive for a little bit. It'll be able to, you know, just sit down. How else would I suggest doing it? Right, what you want to do is, if you're on your own, try... it depends what situation you're in, depending on the map, depends what you should do in the way of map navigation. Now, you'll notice a lot of the time I may not be actually right on the drop zone. That is because I'm trying to figure out how to approach it. Every single drop zone's different, and you've got to figure out how you're going to go for it. Like, I could have followed my teammates just then down that middle alleyway, but I decided to come over here, and I still died because it just wasn't the right way to go. You wanna find a way of flanking your opponents. You know, just flank around them. If you're getting closer to the drop zone like I am here, you want to stick with your teammates a little bit. Don't go too far away from them. Normally I suggest in any kind, any kind of game mode, I'll be like, fuck off from your teammates. You don't need them. Bugger off. You don't actually need your teammates. They're just going to get you killed. In this game type, they're more likely to get you kills, really, because you're not going to die. So... yeah, watch what I do with this IMS as well. If you see these dropped in a care package, pick them up and just come in and just drop it right near the thing there, because it will guarantee you at least 1 kill. I can guarantee it. Every time I've picked one of those up, you will get it. So make sure you try and pick those up and stick it right on top of the drop zone. There's a couple of good kills here. Unfortunately, I die, and I don't know when it is. It's coming up here in a moment's time, I think. I actually get 2 kills in one with... there it is, look. I get 2 kills in one with that IMS system, which is awesome. So, that is really all I can... I think I die as well there. Oh, no. Oh, see how chaotic it is? A lot of the time, everywhere's just in rubble. Look, I don't remember the last time I saw clearly in a drop zone game in ages. Anyway, that's kind of like this to sum up, I guess. Use a submachine gun. Don't silence it. If you can, use rapid fire or extended magazines. Use sitrep so that you can see enemy care packages that are likely to kill you. Flank the enemy and decide how you're going to approach due to each situation. Final score, guys, I think it was somewhere like 33-16. I can't actually see. The preview screen's too small. But if this gameplay commentary helped you out a little bit, in the way of gameplay, please go ahead, click the like button and share it with your friends. I do appreciate the support you guys show me. I've been Rue399 and I'm signing out. See you later.